Hey there, and welcome back. Over our last episodes, we've paused, we've moved with care, and we've slipped in those midday moments of calm. How did that feel? Even a flicker of peace is powerful. And today, we're focusing on where those moments happen, your environment. Because your space can either support your peace or steal it. But the good news is, even small shifts make a big difference. This is your host, Kayree Jonae, and this is The Weight of Her Story, a space where we peel back the layers and reflect with honesty and begin to build the kind of peace that doesn't just sound good, but feels right for your body. Why your environment matters. Let's talk about where your peace lives. And not in some distant place, but right where you are. Your space, whether it's a cozy kitchen nook, the spot where you work, or your favorite place to unwind. It can either nurture your nervous system or quietly agitate it. Morning sunlight helps reset your natural rhythm and boost your mood from the get-go. A dash of greenery, like a plant or a vase full of your favorite flowers, it can lower your stress hormones and soften the mood of a room. And clearing clutter, even just a drawer or a counter, gives your brain space to breathe. Sometimes peace isn't about adding more. It's about making room. Your body is constantly gathering data, temperature, lighting, noise levels, smells, even textures. And even when your mind is distracted, your nervous system is always listening. That's why some rooms leave you feeling heavy or restless, while others instantly calms you down. The spaces we move through every day are like quiet partners in our well-being. They can anchor us or unground us. They can lift our mood or quietly drain it. Research shows that people who live in clean, natural light environments report better sleep, more energy, and even more motivation to move their bodies. Not because they're more disciplined, but because their environment is helping, not hindering them. And I want to say this gently, but clearly. Peace doesn't always look like a Pinterest-worthy home. It looks like choosing what supports you. What's the energy in your space saying to you now? Let's slow down for a second. If you were to walk through your space right now, what would it whisper back to you? Would it say, "You're safe here, rest"? Or "There's always more to do"? Or maybe, "I've been neglected just like you felt lately"? The truth is, different women need different types of space to feel grounded. Some of us feel overstimulated by clutter and noise. We crave calm, gentle tones, and minimal visual input. Our peace lives in simplicity, And others, we actually need movement, sound, or energy in the room. Our nervous systems respond best when we're surrounded by life and flow. It's not about what's right, it's about what's true for you. One woman might feel most herself in a quiet, dimly lit space with soft textures and one candle burning low. Another might need sunlight, music, and something vibrant on the wall just to wake up her spirit. And when you don't honor your wiring, you start to feel a little off, like your own home doesn't fit. That creates friction, not just on your mood, but on your body. When your environment reflects what you think it should be instead of how you're actually designed, you feel disconnected, even in your own sanctuary. Let me share something personal. I lived in Washington State for 5 years. It was beautiful, but it was also overcast, rainy, gray for most of the year. Sunshine only showed up a few months out of the 12. My days felt longer. My energy was lower than I expected it to be. And at that time, I was recovering from surgery after a major accident. And it was during COVID. I couldn't work with my clients. I couldn't move like I used to. So all I could do was sit with myself and observe what was happening to my body. That's when I realized just how much my environment was impacting me. The lack of natural light, the heaviness of the air, the absence of warmth. My mood and my sleep patterns shifted. I was tired in a way that rest alone could not fix it. When I eventually moved back to the South, where it's warmer with more sunlight, I felt the change immediately. My cortisol levels dropped. My body felt lighter. My sleep even improved. And I was reminded that sometimes it's not you. It's the environment you're trying to function in. Your surroundings matter more than we give them credit for. So let's start small. Let peace in, one shift at a time. So let's bring it down to something simple. You don't have to overhaul your whole house. Start with a corner, a drawer, one space that gets to breathe again, because you're going to finally let it. Now, if you're the kind of woman who thrives with structure and order, you might feel an urge to clean the whole room today. I see you. But here's the gentle challenge. Start with one space and let that success land. Let your nervous system register completion and not exhaustion. If you're more free-spirited, you might feel resistance to the idea of decluttering at all, because you associate structure with restriction. I get that too. So don't clean for the sake of order. Create a vibe that supports your creative flow. Maybe that means rearranging your reading chair next to a window, or setting up a playlist that plays while you tidy. Your environment doesn't have to feel like a task. It can be a canvas. Some of you might find peace in ritual, lighting incense, using essential oils, opening a window to shift the air. These aren't just aesthetic habits. They tell your body that you're safe, that this is your space, and that you're allowed to rest here. You know how people say, your home should rise up to meet you? I believe that. And the version of your home that does that starts with one small shift. Not because your space is a mess, but because you're ready to be supported. Personal rhythms, personal spaces. Let's go a little bit deeper here. Your space doesn't just reflect your personality. It reflects your physiology too. Some women feel more energized in open spaces with movement and noise. They feel alive when things are in motion. Others feel overstimulated by that. They need quiet. Even the hum of a refrigerator or the blinking of a device light can feel too loud. Some women are deeply soothed by routine. Their nervous system thrives when things are predictable. Morning light, same chair, same flow. Others actually feel anxious when things feel too still. They need variety and stimulation to feel balanced. Even temperature plays a role. Some women regulate better in warmth and softness, and others feel clarity in cool, more structured settings. This is where things get beautiful. These aren't random quirks. They're clues. Clues from your body about what kind of peace it actually recognizes. Clues from your nervous system about how you calm, how you focus, and how you come home to yourself. When I work with women more deeply, I help them decode these clues. Because when you honor them, when you stop trying to decorate like everyone else, and instead create a space that matches your rhythm, your whole system exhales. You sleep better, you eat more intuitively, you even recover from stress more quickly. Not because your space is perfect, but because it's yours. So if your space hasn't felt like a sanctuary lately, let this be your nudge, not to redo everything, but to return to yourself, one small shift at a time. Because you deserve a space that holds you the way you hold everyone else. And the more your outer world supports your nervous system, the easier it becomes to hear what your inner world has been trying to say all this time. Next time, we'll go even deeper into that, into how your body holds emotion, memory, and even resistance, and how clearing your environment is often just the first layer. We'll talk about what your body might still be carrying, even when everything looks clean on the outside. But for now, take a breath. Tend to one small corner of peace and remind yourself you're worthy of softness. You're worthy of support. And you're allowed to feel at home inside and out. But today, Take care of yourself, even if it's just one small way, because you deserve that much.